I know that you can often feel like you're alone in this and that there's an invisible fence between you and the world of the healthy. But in fact, a cancer diagnosis affects every single person in the family. It changes everything for the long term, from the time you're treated till you're in recovery. So the first thing to consider if you have children is to talk to them. They will feel something is not quite the same in the family, and finding age-appropriate talk for them is very important. How will your sickness affect them directly? It may affect who picks them up from school. It may affect who's taking more care of them. You may find that what you look like changes as a result. Predicting this and letting them know ahead of time is really an important part of it. They will show their own reaction in their own ways, and being patient with that and not expecting or wanting them to do it differently is a really important thing. A second thing that shifts in families is the roles, responsibilities, and the priorities. Beforehand, maybe your primary focus was your work, or keeping the family running, or doing bookkeeping, or doing managerial tasks around the house. Whatever it is, you may find that once you have a cancer diagnosis that you actually can't do those things anymore. Maybe you can't cook, maybe you feel too fatigued, or you're sick, or you're anxious, or you're feeling depressed. Asking for help is really a critical part of moving through this with a little bit of support. Make a list of chores. What are the daily chores in your house? The laundry, maybe you have a dog that needs to be walked, marketing, driving you to treatment appointments. Ask for the help you need. One of the things a family member can do who's healthy is to create a website. There's two wonderful websites. One's called Lots of Helping Hands and one's called Caring Bridge. And people can sign up as ways to help the family, so that as you relinquish roles and responsibilities you've had, there are people there to step in. A third way cancer impacts the family is it strains the couple. If the couple was strained before the cancer diagnosis, it can also strain them even worse. If a couple was relatively stable before the diagnosis, then sometimes a diagnosis can bring people closer as they reorder their priorities. A fourth thing that often changes in the family is the way sexuality is expressed and the way intimacy changes. The person who has cancer often will feel anxious, depressed, may have lowered sex drive. A lot of men have erectile dysfunction. A lot of women have vaginal dryness as a side effect of cancer. And so these changes can really impact a couple. It's important, if that's happening to you, is to talk to a doctor or somebody on your medical team about what they may suggest that could help that. A fifth thing is that future plans and future talk tends to change. People all of a sudden are thrown into the present in a way they haven't been before. And it's really important not to relinquish future plans you may have had together or planned together, but simply to think about them as being on hold for the time being, just through treatment and the recovery period. So thank you. I hope some of these tips have been helpful.